Hey everybody, this is the intro. In this tutorial we're going to be going over adding divider tags to our HTML file in order to have a referencing object in CSS. We can create these dividers and put all of our HTML or a certain set of HTML commands within it, and then in CSS use that divider tag to reference it and then begin to give it our properties or the attributes. So what we're going to do is create a divider ID. I'm going to give it some arbitrary value. You can name it anything you want. We're just going to call it example div and create a closing for it. So again, anything inside this divider can be referenced through the example divider ID tag in CSS. So we'll go to CSS, create our variable, or not our variable, but our code body for this divider tag. And if you didn't know, you referenced ID tags using the hashtag symbol, and we referenced classes using the dot. So what we'll do is just put the hashtag back up there, and we're going to just give this divider a border of 1 pixel solid, and we'll just give it a color of red and close that out. And we'll save this file using Control S and go back to our page. So as you can see, there's nothing in here yet. It's because we have nothing inside of our divider or our body. So what we're going to type in is just a simple table. Not like a huge complicated table, just a really quick table so we can go over these examples. So I'm going to create 2 table rows, and they're both going to store 2 sets of data. So after we create these 2 sets of data, we're just going to give them some values in there so that we can get something to show up on the screen. And what we'll say is just first name and last name, and then down here we'll just enter the name. So we'll just put some random name in here, and once we put the name in there, obviously you can see for our table row we have our first row with our table data for first name and last name, and our second row with the first name John right under the first name tag of here, and our last name Doe under the last name tag of here. So say we wanted to get this into a separate type of styling so that we can see that there's different fields here for the table. So what we can do is use our divider tag, or actually, since we have our divider tag already entered in here, what we're going to do is reference this TD tag basically just straight off in CSS. So what we can do to give the TD tag a border, instead of going in here and typing in style is equal to quotations, border, and then typing all these commands into each tag in CSS, or not CSS but HTML, we can go in CSS and we can just reference that table data section, or every table data section, to have some type of border to it. So what we're going to do is go into our CSS file and type in TD and a body again, and what we'll do is just give it that same exact command that we created up top. So border 1 pixel solid red. Okay, so once we have that saved, we can go back to our index file and see the change in the sheet. So as you can see here, we have our border around the whole divider tag, which we can see is right here, and we have our border around each table data set. So that's basically how you add dividers and use a little bit of styling to style a table or any other element. So again, we could have used a paragraph in here or anything within here. So as you can see, I can just delete all that, create some random paragraph, and again it will have all of these values that we just specified in our CSS. So since there wasn't any table data, this value wasn't called, so we can delete that. But as you can see in the example divider tag, or anything within this divider, it has this attribute to it. So that's how you use dividers, and that's all I wanted to show you guys in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and check out the rest of my videos.